with the 65th example, and here it is said that a plank of mass m1 with a bar of mass m2 placed on it on a smooth horizontal plane. So here that's a plank and its mass is m1. This particular plank is kept on a smooth surface, and on this plank there is a mass m2 kept on it. So a horizontal force growing with time F is equal to AT. So this is a variable force F is equal to AT, which is increasing with time. A is a constant, is applied to it. We need to find how acceleration of the plank and the bar depends on time t. So first of all, the maximum frictional force on m2, the frictional force on m2 and m1 will also grow with the force, and we know that the maximum value of frictional force will be mu into normal reaction, as action on the between the surfaces is m2g, so it will be coefficient of friction k into m2g. Okay, now the blocks will have common acceleration until F becomes greater than or equal to the maximum value of static friction between the blocks. So AT greater than or equal to K m2 into G. So therefore the time will be equal to K m2 into G upon A. So we can say that for time interval t is equal to 0 to t is equal to K m2g upon A, the blocks will go with common acceleration. And when we have to find common acceleration, that is acceleration of body 1 and acceleration of body 2, so it will be net external force upon net mass, while as the two systems are going together, so friction will become the internal force on the system, and only net external force is AT. So it will be AT upon m1 plus m2. This is very clear. Okay, so this is the acceleration between time interval t is equal to 0 to time interval t is equal to k m2g upon A. That is the acceleration. So this is the first part of this question. Now in the second part, when the applied external force becomes greater than the maximum static friction, then in that case the relative motion between the blocks will start. Relative motion between block begins. So for block 1, the force of friction is only acting on it, so its acceleration would be equal to force upon mass m1, where maximum frictional force is K m2g upon m1. So it will go with this acceleration, and this force is constant, so acceleration will remain constant. Okay, and if we draw the FBD of m2 bar, so force F, which is equal to AT acting on it for t greater than K m2g by A, and this is the frictional force acting. So acceleration of m2 would be equal to AT minus frictional force mu m2g, that is coefficient of friction mu, instead of mu it is given as K m2g, so it is K m2g upon m2, and this is for t greater than K m2g upon A. So now it is clear the acceleration of body 1 is constant and acceleration of body 2 will increase from this moment with a slope of A upon m2t minus kg. Now let's plot the graph. So if we plot the accelerations of both the blocks in one graph, so initially from t is equal to 0, so t is equal to K m2g upon A, the accelerations of the block will go on increasing with time, and finally it will achieve a value that can be easily calculated by substituting the value of t as k m2g by k in this equation, you will get the answer. And from this moment the accelerations will get separate. Body 1 will go with this acceleration, body 2 will go with different acceleration. Okay, so let's see. So the body 1 will go with a constant acceleration which is already known to us, k m2g by m1, and body 2 acceleration, which is y is equal to mx minus c, it will go with this slope, so it will increase like this with time. So this is acceleration of body 2, and initially both bodies are having common acceleration, and that is the plot of the graph. Thank you.